Many times when you hear the account of the fall of mankind and the eating of the forbidden fruit, it's Eve's fault. It's all Eve's fault. And certainly she had a part in this. Satan comes and tempts her, and she takes her eyes ultimately off of God and focuses on the fruit and what the fruit promises as she listens to Satan. Now, many say it was an apple, some say a pomegranate. We really don't know. We don't know, and that's not what's important. What's important is what's going on there. And what's interesting is, again, like I said, Eve gets a lot of the blame, but I would argue that it's more Adam's fault. And here's why. Listen to what it says. Genesis chapter 3, beginning in verse 6. So when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was a delight to the eyes, and that the tree was to be desired to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate, and she also gave some to her husband, look at this, who was with her, and he ate. So I'm gonna say that yes, Eve has her blame in this and her fault, but ultimately that this is going to be the man's fault. He was the one that was created before her. He was the one that the command was given to, and he was the one that was supposed to lead and be responsible, and he was there and he was silent. What can we learn from this? Well, ultimately, men, here's the thing. We need to stop being silent when it comes to leading our families and leading well. We need to read God's word for ourselves so that we understand what it says, and we need to lead our families in it. Yes, our wives and children, they have their own decisions to make, but it is our role to lead. So let me encourage you, men, lead your families well. That starts with you follow Christ, and then you lead them to do the same. Know what God's word says, and don't be silent. Don't be passive when it comes to this, but lead. Women, likewise, if you have a husband at this point, then follow him, encourage him to lead you well. If you do not have a husband yet, let me encourage you. Look for one that loves the Lord and can lead you well. Don't just settle for somebody, and don't go into evangelism dating, trying to get some non-Christian to become a Christian. Well, if I date him, maybe he'll become a Christian. We don't do that either. Find someone who's already pursuing the Lord and then marry them. If you're a single guy and you're not quite married, you need to be prepared for marriage. What you need to do is you need to focus on following God, loving God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. And then as you seek the kingdom and his righteousness, all these other things, including hopefully a godly spouse, if God has that for you, will be added to you. Have a good day.